Guess who's coming to dinner? Dinner. Yes, this cover shows that Sonic's having dinner at the hospital. This cover and the title doesn't make any sense. Well, let's get into it. I hate these. It's always the same shit and they change it a little bit. So, yeah. I'm not reading this part because I read it a million times and I'm done. Now wartime has at long last ended, and a brave new world has started to emerge. Emergence, however, isn't easy, especially in the city of Mobotropolis. Before the Nahal village can transport themselves here, the Freedom Fighters begin their awesome task of dismantling the Venus devices left by Robotnik as a safety precaution. Little do they know of the secrets they will unleash, secrets of the past. Best left forgotten, especially for one King Acorn. Sonic the Hedgehog. Unfinished business. Brenda, Sally, coming at 12 o'clock. Hi! That's quite an unusual looking craft. Wonder who it could be. There's something behind us, Princess Elise, till we know they are friendly. We better than that, Antoine. Besides, what's Sir Knuckles? Right, probably a Sir. Here, whatever. And it looks like he brought a friend. Is there any way to greet a guest of the realm? After all, you guys aren't exactly a hop and skip and jump away from the floating island. It wasn't that bad, Knuckles. Just the same, I'm glad you can make it. And you are? Sally, this is Julie Sue. We just recently met. As you can see, we didn't start out as friends. You're going down, punk. Think you're kid enough to do it? What the fuck is that mean? Boy! Guess again. We found we shared some things in common. Aha, so you are too. Just buddies. We have our disagreements as well. I'm sure. I'm sure. However, we can discuss it later. For now, there is a more urgent matter to discuss, dear sir, such as number your quest for and subsequently recovery of the Sword of Acorn. How could I forget? Once the sword was in the possession, we thought the whole effort wasted upon seeing my father happy and vibrant. It made inform me of the recovery, father. Things don't need no basis, daughter. Since that King Acorn soon proved to be a robot duplicate, upon rescuing the real King Acorn, I decided to attempt utilizing the power of the sword to cure his illness. I raised the sword, uttering the mystic incarnation, handed down through generations. I wish I might find the cure for King Acorn's plight. Stupid sword! But it was hopeless. So what did you do? I had Rotor examine the sword, and he found it's a fake. What's fake? That hunk of metal or the story behind it? I was planning to go off on my own quest, but my duties are providing the reconstruction of Mobotropolis required I stay here, and I'm hoping you're up for trying once again to find the true Sword of Acorn. I'm sorry, Princess, but I've been busy myself since I recently discovered my birthplace still existed, but in another zone. Wild. Can only be Kinopolis. Robotics Ultimate Annihilator went off. It must have affected the barriers between zones and enabling grandfathers Hawkins to restore their city to its original site. When he called to give me an excuse I needed to get away and think, especially after discovering a mother I never knew I had. Sounds like you and someone else I know have more in common than either of you realized. In fact, I think the two of you should have a real heart-to-heart talk. And why don't you take Knuckles to see Sonic? Julie say, would you like to join us? I think I like that, I don't know why she talks like that now. It's a whole new world for me as well. It's a whole new world we live in. Red, I was hoping to cross paths again. I never had the chance to thank you. Skip it, dude. Everything's cool. See the deal, comprende? Just don't get wet works on me. The hedgehog is never uncool, man. Maurice! Oh no! Who's that screaming? Sounds like a strangled turkey. Oh, there you are, Maurice. Maurice who? Is he talking to you? Hey! Ah, the Sonic Screen Secret is out! Hey! I suppose your own name is Wentworth or something ridiculous like that. Yes, Ken Paris thought it'd be a good idea to give Sonic a real name. His name's not Sonic. No, that's his nickname. His name is Maurice. What the? It doesn't really come up again. And because Ken Paris thought that's a great. He loves doing shit like that. Just let you know. Dumb names. Actually, that is his middle name. His first name is. Yeah, the name is Sonic. Period. Well, apparently they never revealed it, but apparently his name's supposed to be Ogly or some bullshit like that, like or Ogai or some. What the fuck? His name is Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Ken Penders. Fuck you. This is too much. Ha! I can't stand it. Ha! I have to go. Shut this of everyone. Ha! Oh no, you don't, Twan. I think you're Sonic's father. If only he thought so. I know how that goes. I have my own parent problems. Son, every relationship has problems. The good ones are able to overcome them. Come on, dinner's on. If nobody shows up, I won't hear the end of it. As another day comes to close with our friends, life goes on. So good. The dawn of a new day. This is a completely different script and the writer. So that whole story back there is really just to say to the Sonic the Hedgehog readers, read Knuckles comics, essentially. Look at these awesome shit that's happening in the Knuckles comic. Well, yeah, Sonic has a fucking it's not name's not Sonic, so there you go. So fuck that comic. Anyway, this one is it's not the first one, but we're getting a lot more of this writer who does some pretty good stuff. Not Ian Flynn level, but not bad stuff either. We're introduced to a writer, Carl Bowlers, I think. Bowlers? I don't know. I'm fucking bad at saying my names. But we'll be seeing a lot more. And in the wake of the nefarious of robotics defeat by the Nahal Village freedom fighters, life has undergone some dramatic changes for the aforementioned group. There are two of them in particular. It seems that the changes have only begun. Or began, but yeah. Last thing, would you look at that building over there? It's Dr. Robotics' laboratory. Who knows how many diabolical schemes were cooked up in that most complex of complexes? And how many more fiendish devices lie within its walls? And just think, Sally, it's all yours for the amazing low price of nothing. You may not be king, but sure gotta be a blast being princess. Sorry, I got an itch in my eye. Right. No joke, Sonic. I'm serious over here. I mean, how would you feel if suddenly you were responsible for a device with structural for the power to the ultimate annihilator, who were bonding nearly wiped out all the creation of that imported weapon of his? And even know that we wouldn't be here to discuss it if he'd succeeded. Just would be kind of low, I guess. What is it, princess? Nothing, Sonic. With everything you've done for the kingdom, I don't want to bother you with my dumb problems. No matter how mixed up, jumbled, and downright confusing your problems are, Sally, they are not repeat, not dumb. You're right, I know it's just that for the first time in my life, You're what? Well, scared. Well, think about it for a second. Done. Harley, har. Suddenly I've gone from leading a band of rebels to rebuilding an entire kingdom of my father's steed. I know. A kingdom filled with more than its share of problems. I know. Half the citizens are Rabasas and want to form their own colony. I know. There's the mysterious zones popping up all over. I know. And my father, the king, will we ever be able to reverse this process that has turned him to crystal? We may be closer than we were a few days ago. Joffrey, Princess, Sonic, St. John. Even now, Brother Charles and Dr. Quack are investigating the portal to the so-called Zone of Silence within Julian's lab. The Red Zone of Silence where Bionic banished my father years ago? But they have launched a probe into it. Wait a minute, probe, is that such a safe idea? I mean, what's the what's the matter with it? And there's some of these fuckers coming out. Like I was saying before, I was really interrupted. Probe, is that such a safe idea? I mean, the zone is filled with all sorts of creepy villains after all. You made your point, Hedgehog. No reason I got snappy. The act of the other unconscious. Who in the world are they? Well, we're all indeed, you, my dear. Our little taller, but wiser, Princess Sally, isn't it? I'm surprised you do not remember. Exex Nuggets, or Savant. I don't know who you are, Mr. I guess we'll get a sorceress, weather guess, or whatever your name is, but anyway, yeah, this is an introduction to this character who's kind of be a big deal. Now, apparently, he was in the study, and that's where he came from. And, he's finally in the comic. And they do a lot of weird shit with this character, but yeah, he's pretty important for later on. He's a fucking weird looking fucker, but yeah, he was in the study, and now he's in the comic. Summons you will speak when commanded. Holy! Like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I don't know who you are. But anyone who's all buddy buddy warlord kudos, not a friend of mine. That blast wasn't too endearing either. But perhaps I will stifle you forever. Yet hit me first, XE. Fantastic.
Sounds to me like you assumed a challenge, so I'll be more than happy to oblige.
Sonic.
What?
Blast Sonic didn't understand that. Get the princess out of harm.
Shut up!
Very well done. Uma Arachnus, your abilities are formidable, Quickstar. Pity you must now die. When did the glorious see me assume the rightful rulership of Mobotropolis? No. Hold on, Dale. The veil's boned. Yay! Uncle Chucky, you're okay?
Of course I'm okay, my nephew, but we must hurry. We don't have much time. We got to use a momentary disorientation to be a hasty retreat. Come on this way. The door leads to robotics hidden tunnels.
Curse the Quickstar. Curse him! What now exists?
They have fled.
Yes, but they can escape. They will attempt to gain the fruit from their so-called King Acorn. It will be there, so that he gives them what that and nothing but that.
Apparently it's called the Sound of Silence. I didn't realize it was called that. Castle Acre, formerly robotics headquarters. No idea that launching the probe would release that deadly trio.
Their leader, Exus Nega, is the one that can turn objects into crystal, Father. How is that possible? And why didn't Exus Kudos and Uma fall prey to the effects of the zone as you did when exposed to the Mobius atmosphere, sire?
Exus niggas, name I thought, never to hear again.
Well, we're gonna hear it a lot more if you don't stop him from declaring himself rightful ruler of Metropolis.
Lad, he is the rebel ruler of Mobotropolis.
Dun dun dun! I think our elite is suffering from a momentary lapse of reason.
No, Doctor, I assure you, my reasoning is far sounder than it has been for some time.
Dad?
My friend Bridges never thought that Ixus would escape the zone of silence. Never thought I would either, for that matter. For all you all believe my crystallization to be a byproduct of prolonged exposure to its harsh environments, but that is not entirely true. After Julian betrayed me my trust, the kingdom's trust, I had to use all my skill to survive in what was my new home. But after a while, I was no longer cared for my own survival. It takes a few days for exposure to the zone to set in. Zone of sounds called that because after prolonged exposure, sound and vibrations cease to exist. The effects can be maddening. However, I was plucked from death's jaw before I was swallowed by the black hole. My saber made me wish otherwise. The poor royal wizard, the supposed creator of the zone, Ixus Negus, who had vanished into it reaches years prior, now stood before me. He had found the means to prevent the insanity using his dark magics and his zone's natural resources. I forged an unholy pact that day, exchanging flesh and blood for organic crystal would grant me immunity. But I would have to give fealty to Nexus the rest of my days as his knight, as he had the others in the zone. We had the ability to change from crystal to flesh and back again. Lost the ability when I escaped the zone.
Hey, Dad?
My liege!
It'll be alright, kid. You just tax and endurance to tell you what that's so entail. If what the king said is true, if he didn't need swear blind allegiance to the wizard, can't mean that X is king.
Princess!
My father is in no position to make any decisions regarding the kingdom. That's why I was appointed acting ruler.
And as such I say that X is king will get lost! Hooray!
I like how they zoom up Sonic's arms blue when it's supposed to be fucking tan. But I like his artwork style. This artist, it's nice. Anyway, better than the blue armor there, kind of striking. Let me well guess. Guards? No.
For king and country.
Yeah,
Well, bow kudos face to face.
me, but do we have to do it face to face? You're kind of ugly.
Bah!
Kudos, end this.
Let's get king and to safety.
Oh, that was a real close shave. Yeah, Precious Acorn is about to get cracked. Yeah.
Blast, where's my bow?
Piece of kudos, I'm more of a head-to-head battle type. Ugh. Gotta try the Bats canopy on her. Yes. Nighty night. Enough, you have all forced my hand. Now we must end this symphony. Kudos, Uma. Be transformed. Destroy them all. I command it.
There is no hope.
You can say that again. Silly now. Alright, Exis, I've seen a few things here today, and while you'd like everyone to think you're gonna win, that's not true at all, is it? Silence! But what are you gonna do, turn me into Chris like Kudos and Uma? Why give me such power when I could easily turn it right back at you? No. Probably. Just like I thought, your one only affects inanimate matter, right? And you're flunkies, that's why you'd only blast the area immediately in front of us. Well, no more. What happened to them?
I just want to power them. They're like puppets without strings.
Where's that horn-headed creep anyway? God, you think he's destroyed? For good, Rotor? That'll be the day. Why these would-be world conquerors are a hardy breed.
A new day dawned. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Recreation or wreckage? No one can say. Not even Sonic. Yeah, but there's Knights. The RTX did a Knights comic, but it doesn't really have anything to do with Sonic, so. Yeah, next time we'll be back to our Sonic issue, which looks like this. Ugh, that's kind of ugly. We'll get to that when we get to it.